It's Ken Barrett, Laundromat How To. I got an error on one of my change machines today, so I thought I'd just step through, let you know what we got to do to fix it up, and we'll go from there. This particular model, it's a standard change maker. It's a dual hopper, dual system. You notice on here, everything is redundant, so it's got its own separate section on here. It's got separate power supplies. The only thing that's common is the power feed that comes into it. So if there's a problem with either side, the other side continues to work. So it's a great setup to have. Like I said, if you get an error on one side, whether it's blowing a fuse or a bad power supply, you don't shut your whole system down. So what we got on here is, you can see up in here, that's the light you see from the front. That one's on, the one on this side is off. And there's a couple of different things. Usually when you come in, a lot of times it'll be a jammed belt. So we just slide this up, take a look in here, see if there's something jammed up in there. A lot of times you just pull it out. If you pull that out, there's a little button on the bottom, you pull it out, that lets you get in there and see if there's any pieces. There might be something on that sensor. Those are usually one of the biggest issues. Ideally what you want to find is something like that, empty hopper. That's an awesome thing to find. And if you find two empty hoppers, that's even better. But in this case, when I came in, I did have both lights on. One because I had a problem with it, and the other one because the hopper was empty. Of course, you never have a problem with the change machine when your hopper's almost empty. It's always, you know, they put 15-20 bucks in and then your change machine messes up and the other one empties out before you can get here. So in this case, I looked through all the standard issues. And down here you'll see there's a flash code. So if we watch that, see 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I actually got caught on this because I've never had this error before. Normally you just go up here, you'll have like a 3, which, see if I have a zoom in on there. It'll tell you that your cassette's full. 4 tells you your cassette's missing. Hang on one second. Okay, so 3 will tell you your cassette's full, 4 will tell you it's missing, and there's another one on the door here. Gives you codes that are a little bit different. Either stacker missing, full, or build jammed. Very similar things, but so I called into service because I didn't see any of the initial problems, and what they explained, and I just didn't pick up on, is the 3 and the 4 is actually a 34. So down on here, what it's saying is overpay error. So the nice thing about this type of hopper is, I'll just put a pail underneath it on a stool and just tip it back and just dump the whole thing out into the pail, which, I'll do that occasionally anyways, just to clean any dust or anything. And when we look down inside of here and get down there, what you'll see is there's a quarter jammed in there, right there. So, a little tough to get back in there. You see that quarter jammed in there? So what we're going to do is just grab a pair of pliers, pull that out, and while you got it here, what you want to do is just, this door will just lift off. You just grab a can of air and just blow the air around. You see that quarter a bit easier there now, I think. So we'll check it, see if it's bent or if it damaged something else, just what's going on. We'll blow this off with some air and then put it back together, run it through a little bit, and make sure everything's working okay. So, these, I've got a few different change makers, never really had any issues with them. This is common stuff. This is the first time I've had a jam like this, but a lot of times you just get bills crinkled up in the top. But for the most part, it's all pretty easy stuff to fix. Just takes you a few minutes. And you just talk to your cleaners, whoever you have coming in, just tell them if they see a light on to give you a call, send you a text, just let you know you got a problem, you can get over here before your other side runs out. But I'll get this fixed up, and that should be it for today. So we got that quarter out, blew it out with some air, put some quarters back in. You see now we still got the light on, so what we're going to do is hit this cycle button, let that cycle through, and hopefully that'll go out. There we go. So that's gone out. You'll see this yellow light down here, it's just flashing steady. Consistent flash means we're in good shape. There's a green light down there too. But that light is out up there, so we'll run some quarters through and be back in action.